Alright, I'm kind of back. You do see my laptop now, but there's no other way to do it. Okay, River Wild. Very interesting game as well. A very puzzly game. If you like puzzles, well, that might be your game. So, we have a landscape that we're creating. I have no idea what the actual story is at the moment. Do we have a story there? We actually do have a story. I never read these stories for any of these games. Well, we are... Oh, this is actually nice. Oh, let me read that out. Come on. Every year in the realm of Wild, the first snow of the season brings new life to the land and the creatures who inhabit it. High atop the tallest peaks, the sun beats down on the fallen snow, creating a rushing river that threatens to flood the magical land below. Carve out the most harmonious land possible, plotting the river's course to create space for the local wildlife to thrive. Okay. That's a story, I guess. What we're essentially doing is we have like these cards here. And we don't have any restrictions how we place them, or not too many restrictions. And we are trying to like form a river by playing these cards, right? And they can also have like several like offshoots, right? This will definitely not fit on camera. I will have to pull it up later on. But like we're like building this river, right? Important is that we're actually really like carving out the river. So I couldn't place it like this, right? Because you see, suddenly here, right, there's like land that is not connecting to any other land, right? So river always needs to connect to river, and land always to land, right? So I could place it like this later on, but I could not place it like this. Exception are these mountains here, right? These peaks, these high peaks. These serve for both. So either I can connect land, not like this, here, like this. I could connect land to these peaks, but I could also let a river, like a new river, create a new river with that. So that's fine. What we are trying to do, we are trying to like form these. I think they're called sacred lands, and sacred lands are like islands, so to speak, that are closed off. Like, can I close this off somehow here? Like this, right? That's not a very large island, but this would now be a closed-off island because, right, I cannot extend it any further. And these islands always consist of, let's say, 3 things. First of all, we have scoring conditions. So this one says 3 unicorns, gives me 3 or 6 points. I will tell you in a moment which of these colors trigger. Or here, if I have one of each wildlife, I think there are 4 different ones, if I'm not mistaken, then I get 4 or 8 points. That's the first thing. The second thing is the wildlife, right? We also have these animals here, like dragons, unicorns, then these elk dogs. I don't know what these are, like kind of deer, elk kind of thing, and these frogs. I think there's only 4. Yeah, there's 4. Jackalopes. These are jackalopes. Frog, jackalope, unicorn, dragon. But at least I got the other 3 correct. And the game is over when we don't have any cards, or if we can't place any cards. These cards are double-sided, and on both sides they have the same thing, just mirrored, right? And when we take a card, we can always like take the other side, the mirrored side, if we want to, right? So, for example, if I wanted to extend something here, I couldn't do it like this, but I could do it like this, right? So that helps us carve out that river a little bit more. Right, and at the end we get points for lots of different things. Here's just the ranking here. So we get 2 points per island that we have, protected land, right? Then we get like these points that we reached here. The largest protected land that we have uses the first number to score, and all other protected land the second number, right? Then we get wait, yeah, right. And then we choose one of these 4 animals, right? Then we have like the points here, right? That we need, right? So for example, like these 3 unicorns, and if I have 3 unicorns here, I get these points. I think that's pretty much it. Sorry, I'm a little confused. Sorry about that. One thing that I haven't shown you yet is like these stones here. I have no idea how these are called. These are called something. Runestones. Runestones they're called. They give an adjacent island any type of animal, right? So for example, let's say I had like 2 unicorns here, right? Then I could say this one acts as a 3rd unicorn, and I could score this, right? So that's another thing. And I think that's it. And we play this game until we can't place any cards anymore. That's it. All right. So we have the peaks up there at the top, the mountain, like where the river starts, as the start. Then we take all the other cards, the 16 cards, and we just shuffle them up a little bit, give them like a few cuts, and then we draw a hand of 3 river cards. So I just put the deck up here, and then we draw a hand of 3 cards. You know what? Let me just put them down like this here. So, like this. Okay, there we go. I think I'm still in the right spot here in the top left because I'm not going to build anything up here. So that's fine. So, Emma is saying, I remember having 2-day long brain freeze when tried the Ancient Realms for the first time. Took me 2 days to make move 1. I kind of agree. I think Ancient Realms, they're kind of tough to understand at first. But it's a very elegant game once you know how it works, right? But I'm really bad at that one as well. Ancient Realm, another game that I want to bring to the channel soon. Mov is saying, Didi, that's the nice thing about solo game. We can take all the time we need. Yep, that is absolutely right. Okay, I think we can get started. So let's see what we can do here. So I usually like to have like 2 offshoots immediately. That's usually a good thing, right? I would hate to do it like this because then I'm like really limited, right? At the start, because I can't build anything here really anymore, right? So I couldn't build anything here, right? Because it doesn't connect up here. That's not possible. Also, we can also have like gaps and stuff, right? So we are kind of free in how we arrange everything here. You see, here we have something with a frog, right? We could like easily do it like this, right? And then put this one here later, right? We would already have like the first few points. I think that's not a bad idea. Let's do it like this, I think. Because we can also use the runestone because we can score these multiple times, right? It says like 1 frog. But if we have like 5 frogs there, we can score that 5 times. And then we draw the next card here. Okay, so I think I want to do that. I think I want to put the frog right here because we can still extend down there. I think that's a good idea. So we already have 2 frogs here for that scoring. I think that's not all too bad. So let's go down here. So here, this one says 3 frogs. If I took this, I would have to mirror it and put it like this. And if we put like 1 more frog here, right, we could like score both. That would be actually quite nice. But there is no frog coming up, right? We see the next card that is coming up. And there's no frog on there. That's kind of bad. Well, how do we do that then? Yeah, but I think that's the only good thing we can do. Because I could also take this one. Oh no, this one I couldn't even take. On the other side, like this. But I don't want to like get any more wildlife there. You know what? I will do it like the way I wanted to. I will put it like this. And just hope maybe we can extend the island long enough that we can get another frog. That would be kind of cool, right? We will have an intermission in a moment anyway, because I will have to pull up the camera more. So, there's a frog. There's a frog. Okay. We could later on... yeah, that's kind of... Can I extend... Oops. Can I extend this island further? Here, it would be closed off, right? Here, it would also be closed off. I don't think I can get that 3rd frog to work. No, I don't think so. Not really. No, I don't think I can do that. That's kind of bad. I kind of hate that. Well, then I guess we're unlucky here. Yeah. Am I saying I also opened Rove last week and discovered I previously decided it was a good idea to shuffle all the expansions in at once and create absolute carnage. Did you play it? Did you play it this way? Let me know, because that... I want to know how that worked. I've done that with Scars of Sedlec. Not all expansions, because there are just way too many. But I did it with Scars of Sedlec, like shuffling in like 3 or 4 of these expansions. And that worked well. You just have to like make the pyramid larger. And then it works. Even multiplayer and solo as well. You just have to like make your feature. Or your stack, I think it's called, larger. So what do we do? Help me. I think you can't do anything really. Not really. Sorry. Yeah, I think I will just have to. But actually, wait. Wait. We can also just continue extending down here and just hoping that we will at some point get a frog, right? Something like this, maybe. That's what we could do. But it's like really risky. At the end, I don't finish this island, right? But it's only like 2, 4, 6 points. Yeah, 6 points. That's not too bad. What do you want to reach? We want to reach at least 30 points. That's like the lowest acceptable score. I have no idea. Help me. I think that's just bad luck. I can't look what's down there. Well, I don't really have to risk it, right? Because I can't put something here, anything, because this one always works up here, right? So that would be okay. I think I will put this here and just hope I can do something. Or even differently. Could even leave myself more room here, like this, right? Because that also works, because I'm extending the river, that's fine. I could also do something like that, right? And here are unicorns I could use later on, so let's try it like this. It's very risky what I'm doing here, but let's just see. Am I saying I did play it ultimate survival mode? Super difficult though. If you have one of the missions you have to solve in one card, and you have a fistful of cards that freeze modules. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that definitely was hard mode, what you were doing there. So this frog, I cannot put it here. I can't. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much like stuck here. I think there's nothing that I can do. Yeah, I will have to close off this island. Let me just close it off then. Let me close it like this. Okay, there we go. Because this way I could make this a dragon and then I could even get more points. So that's fine. Okay, so what else can we do here? We want to have one dragon and one unicorn in here, right? There is one unicorn here, but with that one we would close off the island. That wouldn't help us at all. That's kind of bad. This one is just as bad. We don't want that either. This dragon here also wouldn't help us. Yeah, I think this island is pretty much doomed. But I mean, we were just trying to make it somehow work, right? We need one island that extends further down, but there is none at the moment. Like these islands. Such an island, right? We would need such an island. But then again, oh wait. Like this we could extend it, right? That would work. Please remember, mountains can be the starting point for rivers and for mountains. But we have like too much scoring stuff here. That doesn't help at all. Yeah, that doesn't help at all. Let's close off this island and start a new one. Let's start a nice island. This island is stupid. I don't like this island. It's stupid. Okay. Yeah. I think I will do it like this. It's a shame. If we had just like one runestone here adjacent, that would already help. But it's still an island. We still get 2 points for that. That's fine. Okay, let's just see how we can continue. So here any 5 animals. Here we want some dragons, but we can't do anything there. Yeah, they're kind of tough as well. So here we need each animal on the island. The problem is that we can't really build any of these. What we could do is we could take... Oh no, we can't take this one. We can take it in this direction, like this, right? And then we can try to build like the jackalope and a frog here. I think that could work. We have a frog. We have a jackalope coming up. That's pretty good. Maybe we can get in that frog there. I think with that we can work. Okay. I was just playing this game a few days ago, and I was doing quite okay actually. Today I'm doing pretty bad. But I mean, Didi, that's what he said, right? The first game was great, and it's only going down south from here. And you see, right? The second one we lost, just barely we lost, and here we will like really Too bad. Okay. What did I want to do? I wanted to put the jackalope. Oh, I can't. I can't because the river doesn't extend there. I can't do that. Okay. That means I would have to do it like this, but that's fine as well. That's okay. So now we have a frog there, and now we need a jackalope. Okay, now we can take this one. Now we can take this one. Which direction doesn't really matter, I think. Doesn't really matter, no. Marvis. Oh, wait. Did I take that card from up there? Did I take that? I think so, right? I can't do it. Oh no. Let me put these a little bit further so I see it. Oh no. You're right, I can't take this. Oh, that's bad, because then... Then the only thing that makes sense... No, actually, it's still fine. It's still fine. I can still take the frog and put it here, like this. Alright, I'm kind of back. You do see my laptop now, but there's no other way to do it. Okay, so we draw a card from here. So how can we continue? Let me think. We need another jackalope here, right? We could also try building here a little bit if we find some more dragons. But this one doesn't work, right? Because, see it right there. That really won't work. What we could do is continue working here like this. Because now if we can use a runestone here, right? And also if we get another jackalope, we could score him for both, right? Because he can take one animal and score it for several different ones here. I think that's what I could try to do. But the thing is, we don't have any card that fits up here. Because these all only have like half a card of river, right? That means we can't extend anything down here anyway. In just a moment. What we could also do is do it differently. Do it like this. This way we would have the first jackalope here, right? That would work. And we would have then room to extend here a little bit. I think that's an idea. Hugo Stolz is saying, do you have German roots because of your German games version? Well, I will take that as a compliment. Because I am German. I am completely German and I live in Germany as well. But I will take that as a compliment that my accent isn't too horrible. Although I have received, in the past, I have received two comments by people who say that my German accent is so horrible they can't listen to me anymore. And I told them, well, you don't have to. So yeah. Alright, so let's do it like this. I think that's fine. I think that's good. So, can I do anything cool? Oh, I can. Oh, I see something really cool. This one here. Check this out. I can just flip this one and put it here. Because now I have two frogs, one jackalope, and another jackalope if I want to, right? That is pretty nice. That is actually pretty cool. That would score quite, not great, but okay at least. Alright, alright. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. That's not too bad. Alright, this game is really tough to record for the channel here. Alright? I have no idea how I will go down further, but I would have to just pull around things a little bit. We can get it to work. It would be easier for me if I put the laptop someplace else and turned off the face cam, but I'm not going to do that now. You just see like a few cables here, but that's fine now. Okay, so what do we do? Can I actually also build up here, or do I have to go down all the time? I think I don't have to, right? On the card above, upright, below an existing card. I think I can also go up, so maybe we can also like build something up here still, right? You just need to extend from a card that is above it. So we still need dragons here, but this one doesn't work, and this one we can't place because because we don't have any. No, that all won't work. That's a shame. I could imagine having this here, right? But before we do that, we have to place cards here as well. Then we have the frog here. Because the thing is, we can't place anything here. Because, see, this won't work. Except if I do it like this. But then we would have to find a card that actually fits here, right? That's kind of rough. What I could do is place that card here. That's what I could try, but it's also not too great. Am I saying we think your accent is amazing in our house and you have a good voice to listen to? Oh, thank you so much. It's very, very kind of you. And Owen can say my accent is much worse and English is my first language. Where do you come from? Oh, you said it, right? Was it Alabama? Oh, I would have to find it again. I think you'll have to tell me again. Alabama, yeah. Okay, I got this right. Very good. Marvis just saying that as well. Okay, good. So I listened a little bit. That's good. All right, you know what? Let's just extend here on the right a little bit until I know what to do here. Because here, I mean, I could also like close off the island, but I don't want to. I'm a little bit greedy now, but I think I don't really want to close it off. Because we also get like 2 points for each island, right? So I could also, I don't know. This one doesn't help me. Here I would need 5. That's a lot. That really is a lot. That's way too much. Let me think. I could do this like this and then try to extend here somehow, right? Just to get more mileage in. Because that one is also another protected land, right? And we will get another 2 points. That would also work. It's not good because we don't get any further points, right? But I guess it's better than nothing. I guess. Now let me place that here and just see what other cards come up. We still need to finish off that island here. That is important. We have now this frog here still. I can place the frog here. Can I somehow close the island off then? With this one, I could close it off. That would work. Then the island would be closed and we'd have another rune stone. I will do that. So you can't see it again. Let me just push everything up a little bit so you can see it better. I will fix that a little bit later when we actually count up all of our points. So this is a very messy playthrough. But that's the way it is. Alright, so see, this one wasn't too bad. Okay. And then I wanted to close this off with a rune stone. So now I'll have to think because we have three frogs, which is too many. Like a jackalope would be perfect here. But there's no way. There's a jackalope here. No, actually, no. We just need a runestone. Then we would have 2 jackalopes. So let me just take... let me take this one here, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Because now the island, the protected land, is closed off, right? And I have 3 frogs, and I would have 3 jackalopes. So that's good. We can score that 3 times. That is actually pretty good. And then we draw the last card. And the game ends whenever we place the last card, or whenever we can't place any card anymore, right? So I'm not going to go down further. That's not going to help you with these cards. Let's see. That's good, because I can't push anything up further. Let's see what we can do here. So, is there anything we can do? If you see anything, let me know. Oh, look at this one. Ah, no, this doesn't work. That would give me a few points. That's a shame. That would have been amazing. That would have been really great. Yeah, I'm not sure. This one here is he is a dragon. We could use a dragon here. That's gonna work. Put a dragon here. You can still see that. That's good. And then I can place these 2. I can place this one right here. It's another dragon. I will put it up in just a moment. And the last one I can place just here. All right. I will put it up in just a moment. Give me a second. And with that, we have finished the game. So let us do it in a few steps. Let me just push that up a little bit. And I'll just have to push it down step by step, so we can actually count up all of our points. So this way you see everything that you need to see. And I think we need something to write down our points. Actually, so let me just get something quickly. I should find something right here. I did not prepare anything to write, which is pretty bad. But I'm in the office, so that's fine. Let me just take this one here and get a pen. All right, so, and, oh, in the comments, in the live chat, a few things have been going on. Didi saying Alabama has a very specific accent. Deep South, I speak Appalachian, Ovenkim is saying. Okay. Marv is saying, would that be called accent or dialect? And Emma is saying, Deep South accents are so lovely, really melodious. And then something about the game. This game is way more crunchy than I expected it to be. It's really crunchy. When I backed this, I thought like, yeah, it's gonna be a cute puzzly game. It's really crunchy. It really is. It looks way cuter than it actually is. Hugo Stolz is saying, I played yesterday Tiny Epic Pirates, a great game in a very small box. So cool game, like a big box game, and the solo mode was also so great. All right, so now I'll make a few people unhappy, I think, but I have played a lot of the Tiny Epic games. Not all of them, but quite a few. I think like 5, 6 at least. And there's only one that I like, and that is Tiny Epic Dinosaurs, because I think like that game is it's a really well designed. Just the solo mode isn't very good. That's why I haven't shown it off on the channel yet, because the solo mode just isn't very good. But the multiplayer game really is. All the other games were good. Most of them were good, but I found them all too much game in a small box. Meaning is that it became like very fiddly, right? But I do see the good design, right? They are well designed for sure. I see that. I don't have to like a game just to appreciate its design. MK is saying hello from Colorado. Hey MK, I think I haven't seen you in chat yet. So welcome to the stream or the chat. And Auburn Kim is saying this game is my least favorite of today. Yeah, it's also a game that I'm hardly ever reaching for when I'm looking for like a small puzzle game to play. I have like others that I like more. It's good. It's decent. But given that Buttonshire has like much better games, it's just decent. But also I could be at fault here, right? Because of my horrible way of recording this game today, right? I kind of underestimated how much room it takes, and I just don't have the setup for that, right? But okay. I try to make the best of it. Emma is saying, I've only ever played Tiny Epic Quest from the TE series, but I enjoyed it. Keep meaning to try others. Tiny Epic Quest is right here. You can see it, but it's just lying right there because I'm planning to play that soon, because that's one of the few ones that I haven't played yet. Jason Morgan is saying, just tuning in, what other Buttonshy games did you play today? Sorry, when I see BS, I always want to say something else, but Buttonshy. You will be able to see this video like after the live stream is over. You can see it as a video on demand, right? But I will also like cut up the single games and publish them as regular videos. First, we started with Unsurmountable. I'm not going to spoil whether I won or not. Then we played a round of the Royal Limited. And now we are playing River Wild, which is going to be the last game for today. We've just finished up River Wild, and now we are counting our points. Hugo Stolz is saying, the pirates are so cool, try this one. I have tried it, and it was pretty good. It just, sometimes a game can be really good, and still it doesn't really, for some unknown reason, doesn't really catch you. And it was good, but it's also a game that I never reached for. But keep in mind, that I have like hundreds of games in my collection, right? So like I have like a way different way of measuring up games, whether they can stay in my collection or not, right? And currently I'm like culling a lot of games. I think just last week I sold like 10, 15 games at once. And I still have like the plan of selling another 40 to 50 games this year, at least. So yeah. Jason Morgan is asking, have you played Ancient Realm? It's my favorite of the Buttonshy games. Yes. I have played it and it's really good. I just haven't brought a video to the channel yet, but I will bring one to the channel quite soon. All right, let's count our points. So we get 2 points per protected land. Keep that in mind. I will just like score down here, and then I will pull everything down again, and then we'll score up there. And also I need to make another picture, take a picture at the end, but I can also do that at the end of the stream. Okay, so let's start with, so we see like no protected lands here. a protected land is only protected when it's like a complete island, and this one is. So let's start here. So here we get 1 or 2 points for each unicorn. This is not one of my largest islands, so I will take the first number. No unicorns, I don't score those. I score 2 points because it's a protected land. And then I get 1 point per dragon on the island. That's 2 dragons. But I can also turn each of the runestones into 1 dragon, right? So that is 4 dragons. That means 4 points, right? Just like that. I don't need the plus there, but whatever. Then here we have another protected land, a very large one. That could be the largest. I think it is the largest. 2, 4, 6 cards. That should be the largest. That means I score the second number here. And here you see we get 4 points for each pair of jackalope and frog. We have 3 frogs and only 1 jackalope. But we can add, with these 2 runestones, we can add 1 jackalope each, right? So we score that 3 times. 3 times 4 is 12. In case we do have another protected land up there that I can't see at the moment that is larger, we would only score 6 points, right? I'm just going to put that here in brackets just in case. That's 6 cards. There is a stray unicorn here that doesn't score any points. Also, we gain 2 points again because it's a protected land, right? For each island, so to speak, we get 2 points. Morph is saying, was that way around? Large is the second number. Wait, are you right? Am I doing this the wrong way? Am I doing this the wrong way? I think you could be right. Let me see. Scoring. Wait. If it's on the largest protected land, the first number. You're right. It's the other way around. Yeah. Okay, so we'll just restart all of that. This, my people, has never happened. All right, so protected land, 2 points down there. Then we take the second number because it's not the largest one. 2 points per dragon. So that's 4 dragons. That's 4 points. Thank you, Morph, for correcting me. So 2 points for that protected land. You see, this is a game I don't play very often. So James, just as I said, right? I don't play that very often. So that is the reason why I got that confused again. Wait, am I doing it wrong again? It's 2 points. Oh, these 2 dragons. Right, I forgot these 2 dragons. Thank you, Morph. Thank you very much. I'm completely messing up now. So now the smaller number for the largest protected land, in case it is. So it is 6, we said, right? If it's not the largest, it will be 12 later on. Okay, so now we can move up, I think. So let me just pull everything down a little bit. Give me just a moment to get everything down here again. All right, see? There we go. Okay. I think it was like this. All right, so we just finished this protected land down here. Now we go up here. So we have 1 protected land right here. Just 2 points for that land. But 3 dragons, we don't have that. That jackalope doesn't do anything, so no further points. I also score really badly in this game usually, right? Even when I do it correctly. So here we have protected land, which is definitely not the largest one, right? So we take the second number again, which is 4 points for each pair of dragon and unicorn, but we are missing the dragon, so nothing. Did I get the 2 points for the protected land? No, I didn't. And then we score here. So let's start with the one here at the top. That is 2 points for each frog. We only have 1, but we have a second one over there, right? So that's another 2 points, plus another 2 points for that protected land. And actually, no, let me reverse that. Let us only take the 2 points for the protected land, and let me turn that one into a dragon, because that means we get 2 points for that 1 frog, right? And we get 4 points for the frog and the dragon. So that should be correct. Let me see. Oh, Mom was saying stop. Why stop? Why stop? Now it's correct. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, I think I did something wrong earlier, but yeah, okay. We made it. Yeah, sorry, we have a delay here. Hugo Stolz is saying, do you try the new Menefa? Not yet, but I have heard it's a very good game. I have heard really good things about it, but I haven't tried it yet, no, but it's on my list. Emma saying, was fun to join the stream today. Have a great evening all. Thank you very much for having joined. It was really cool to see you in here. And I hope I see you next time as well. I don't know if I can have a live stream in May, but I will try at least. Because in May I'm actually on vacation for a large part of it, or some part of it at least. So May, June, like probably I can only make one of these 2 months. But let's see. Maybe I can stream both months. I still have so much to show you. Okay, I think we're done. I hope I didn't miss anything. So let's see. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 18, 20, 22, 30. I think we just made the lowest rank. Almancom is saying, thanks so much. I really appreciate watching your plays of these games. It has helped me decide which ones that I will actually enjoy before I purchase them, and it saved me money as well as time. Yeah, that is like one of the many reasons why I do this channel. And that's why I do playthroughs as well, because reviews are cool if you want to have like a small overview over what a game does, but you want to get a feeling how a game plays when you actually play it yourself, because that's the main thing, right? You don't want to know if a game is good. You want to know if it plays in such a way that you enjoy it. That's why I do these long plays, these playthroughs. I know that nowadays it's like kind of stupid to do that, because nowadays it's like all about short form content, all about TikTok and all that kind of stuff, right? So I know that it's not clever for like the growth of my channel to do that, but I don't care. Right? I want to do what I am having fun with, and I also want to do like what you as my community who enjoy, like watch my videos, right? What you like to see. And I always get the feedback that playthroughs are the thing that you enjoy the most. So that's why I do that. That's the reason. I'm always saying that's why I also appreciate from when you play, I can feel if I would like it. I'm saying exactly. Yeah, that's great. That's exactly the feedback I always get, that people see it the same way I do. So that's great. I know for like the growth of my channel, I should do it like way differently, but I don't care. I want to do this because it's great. And if I have to grow smaller in order to do the content that we all enjoy, I'll do that. So perfect. I'm always saying, even if some games that you enjoy a lot are not for me, I usually get a good feeling for that. Yeah, exactly. So you don't have to enjoy the games that I enjoy, right? So a lot of you also enjoy games that I don't like. But that's like the way it is, right? We're all different, luckily. So yeah. Last thing for today, in terms of games, is let's look at the scoring. And I think I did really bad. I did. But I got the 30 at least. Yeah, it might be a little bit blurry now, but you see, 0 to 29 is like the lowest rank. It's like a loss, right? I mean, if you can get the lowest rank with 0 points, it's definitely a loss. It says embarrassing environment, which is like really insulting, by the way. And then 30 to 34, and we just reached that, just barely, is decent domicile. Then we have harmonious habitat, which I think only reached once, ever. And then we have sublime sanctuary with 40 to 44 and 45 plus heavenly haven. I have no idea how you want to reach that. Yeah, I didn't build very well, but still, that's like 45 points. That's like half the points more than what I have. That's almost impossible. I have no idea how you would possibly reach that. So yeah.